going on, guys? Josh here from JJ's Custom. It's Sunday, middle of the afternoon. Kind of a lazy day. It's hot, muggy outside. I'm in the shop where it's not. I just picked up a new air conditioning unit for in here. Had the wall unit, little window unit screwed into the wall that came with the house when we bought it. It did pretty good, but when it got hot and muggy like it is today, it just wasn't cutting it. Air conditioning went out in our house, and it was going to be a couple of days for the parts to come in. So I went to Walmart and bought one of those bad boys. Kind of expensive, but it's heat and air conditioning, and if our AC ever goes out in the house, then I'll hook it up to the generator. We can keep one room cool or hot, depending on if it's summer or winter. Plus, the big bonus is I can put it out here when we're not using it. I got it down to like 72 degrees in here right now, which is amazing. Feels great in here, easy to work in here with it like that. So, I figured I'd give you guys an update on the 280Z. A lot of you guys know I picked it up for like 250 bucks. I actually bought two of them for 500 and sold one of them to a friend for 250. So I had like $200, 250 bucks in this one when I bought it. Swapped in a different motor from another Z project I had that was just a basket case and a waste. Got this one going, drove it around, trying to see what it needed. We got plans to do a big turbo swap on it. But I figured before I did the big turbo swap, I'd get it running good, which is kind of important. And I also wanted to get to handling good because it felt like somebody was hitting you in the butt with a sledgehammer when you punched it or shifted gears or anything real hard, any aggressive driving. Had a lot of body roll, which the Z's really aren't known for. The reason why is because it had no bushings. So I'll give you guys an update on what's going on with this, show you kind of some of the work I've been doing on the suspension, the plans for the engine, things like that. If I get a chance, we may walk the yard today and I'll show you some of the other projects I've got going on. If not, then hopefully this will be enough for you guys. So, let's go. I got this engine running. I still haven't taken the tape off from when we did the swap. I wanted to make sure I labeled all the wires coming off the body, things like that. The suspension is looking beautiful. Painted control arm silvers, new control arm bushings, new ball joints there, tie rod ends. I had a different rack I put in it, cleaned it up. Fender well, I just kind of scuffed it up, painted it black. It was good for now. Looks decent, so we'll call that good. The struts I didn't do much with. I'm going to go to a coilover suspension. So I just kind of scuffed them up and painted them black. I wasn't worried about them being beautiful right now. Same with the brakes. I'm either going to go with a Wilwood kit or just do the 4-piston caliper upgrade from like the Toyotas, the Toyota 4x4 trucks, things like that. So I'm not really worried about them right now. We're going to see how they handle once I actually get this thing running good and get a lot of power into it. As you can see, the engine's pretty much stock right now. I'll walk you through some of the parts I have. A lot of you guys know Big Phil or Turbo 280Z. He's got the green 280Z with the RB30 in it. I went down to Texas, got to ride in it. That thing's amazing. Sweetest car I've ever ridden in, and I've ridden in some pretty sweet ones. So, drove all the way down there. It's about a 7-hour drive down there to pick up some parts and get to ride in that beautiful machine. So, some of the parts I got was his old intake off his L28 setup. This thing is huge. I'm actually probably going to have to do some porting on the gasket to make it actually work with these runners. These runners are massive. Then I've got 550cc injectors, Palnet fuel rail for the 14mm injectors, which is what this intake takes. Very good fuel rail. Very clean, looks great. Very well priced for what it is, being a custom one-off Hybrid Z. As you can see, rocking right here. If you need any information, you'll find Palnet on there. P-A-L-N-E-T. All the information you can want to order one. He makes them to work with the stock intakes. If you wanted to upgrade injectors with it, or if you wanted to keep the same and just kind of clean up all this mess. Sorry about that, drop a socket. Clean up all this mess. It's just a cluster. You know, anybody who has one of these 280Zs knows that. Also picked up a turbo valve cover. It's sitting over there on the ground. I got an MSA. I got a Mega Squirt 2 ECU I'm running with the harness, pre-built harness. The turbo manifold over there, going to do some cleaning up. I don't think there's any porting left in that. May just kind of clean it up in there. The casting's a little rough, so we may just kind of smooth that out. Then what else do we have? Oh yeah, P90A head down here. It has the solid lifter conversion in it. I'm going to do some porting and polishing on it, clean the runners up, send it off to the machine shop to get bigger valves put in it. Probably haven't decided yet. Been doing some research on it. Definitely do want to get a valve job in, make sure that these will handle unleaded fuel. They should be in a 77 model. It shouldn't be an issue. Huge throttle body going on there. Let's see if I can... I don't want to pick it up and make a mess. So, what else we got? We have a whole set turbo HX35, which everybody knows is a pretty popular swap on these for turbo setup. Picked it up at the salvage yard for like $70. I got lucky. A buddy of mine called me and said, hey, there's one down here. I know you're still looking for one. So I drove all the way down, about 45 minutes from here to pick one up. As you can see, pretty good shape. A little dirty. I went ahead and pulled it apart, just checking it to see, make sure everything was good. Not a lot of shaft play. A little bit of up and down play, not bad. I actually work at a Dodge dealership, so I've been comparing it to some of the diesels that come in to make sure that it's normal, and all the ones that come in seem to have that much shaft play. I'm going to delete the wastegate in here because it can't handle the amount of boost that we'll be wanting to actually get rid of when we start the wastegating. So I'm going to run an aftermarket wastegate on it, which I've got the spacer for the Z intake, or the Z exhaust for, so I can run a 38mm wastegate. And I think that's about it for right now. I'm going to leave the stock engine in it for now. I've got some other things I want to do with my Mustang. I want to get the AC working in it because it's hot and miserable without AC. So the biggest plan for this is to get it back on the ground, get it on the road, see how the suspension does, make note of some of the things like the brakes if we need to upgrade them. I'm still rocking the drums in the rear, as you can see here. Spindle pins were kind of a pain. Anybody who's messed with the 280Zs knows the spindle pins suck. Luckily mine weren't near as bad as what I've seen online. The biggest thing was just getting them out of the bushing themselves. Oh, it's got nasty grease all over it. Got them all cleaned up, decided to do back control arms silver too, probably do the rest of the components black, kind of like the front. It's all tore apart under here, as you can see. I've still got some more tearing down to do, want to get the mustache bar out, but I figured I'd show you guys what I meant when I said my bushings were worn out. Look at that mustache bar bushing. This is how it was on the car. And when I set this thing down on the ground, the gap goes to the bottom. So basically what was happening is when I punched this thing, this rear end was just hopping around all over the place. So I'm going to clean this up, get the drive shaft checked out, make sure it's balanced and everything. If not, I got another one laying around. Drop in if it's any better. I got a new diff mount for it, a new trans mount. Probably going to get a new strap too, just to be on the safe side if that one looks bad. I'm here, so why not? I'm going to clean these wells up just like I did the other one. Delete the turn signals. I haven't decided if I want to keep these tail lights or go to the 240 tail lights. Delete the bumper guards, not a big fan. Probably go smooth back in. Maybe 240Z bumpers, I haven't decided. We'll just have to see as the time comes. Sub box I got from a friend. Interior is a mess. I had these seat covers though when I bought the car to redo the seats, so I'm gonna have those put on. So still a lot of work to do. Haven't decided if I'm gonna keep a center console in it or not. I kind of had an idea using my tablet, since a lot of you guys know that the Mega Squirt will work Bluetooth. I kind of thought about using my tablet here and either flipping it out like this, so I can do some editing and have kind of a keyboard, or pulling it out and mounting it in there. Either way, I want it removable if possible. So this will be enough for this video. Keep up links, or keep up looking. I try to have a new video out. I don't know. We'll see how many times I'll try to put a video out. Maybe once a week. I don't know. Life's kind of busy right now. I got a baby coming in like 2 months, a month and a half. So we'll see how crazy life gets and see what I can keep you guys updated on. I will try to do a walk around video of all the stuff at the house. You guys have seen the 280Z now. I've also got a F100, 71 F100, which is my baby. It needs a lot of love. I've had it since I was 16. Got a Doom buggy, it's pretty sweet, and I got a 91 Mustang. I just sold my 68 Datsun Roadster. It was kind of a basket case, needed a lot of work. The guy who bought it seemed like he had the money and the time to redo it like it needed to be done, so he's supposed to be keeping me updated, so who knows, maybe we'll have some videos on it as his progress as well. I'm talking to a couple guys currently trying to get some interviews set up for their builds, so hopefully I'll have some more videos of some other junk besides just mine. A lot of cool guys I know have some pretty sweet builds. Got a pretty fast Honda build. I'll try to get an interview with the guy who's got the LQ Camino. You'll see a couple of videos of us down in Mexico doing some street racing. Try to get with him and do a video on it. It's a pretty cool build. I kind of helped him out here and there when I could. Questions, answers, things like that. I wish the 350 Celica I built for a customer was still here. You'll see it in the how to install hood pins video. I actually gave it back to the customer before I could do any kind of updating video on it, so I really didn't get much info on it. I've got some pictures, but nothing great. I also got a ride along with it, but it doesn't do the car justice, so I'll try to post that up just so you guys can see. Either way, stay safe, enjoy your builds. If you guys got any questions or any videos you'd like to see, let me know in the comments down below. So I'll try to keep you guys updated, but for now, peace.